Hey YouTube, I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I would make a quick update and just talk about some things I've been thinking about. I wrote down a list here. One of the things is my concept of conspiracy theory atheists. There's atheists who I do feel akin to, who are atheists because of rational reasons. They've evaluated the arguments, they don't see the evidence for it, and so they refuse to believe in it. But I think there's other atheists who are atheists for other reasons. And one of these terms I want to coin is the conspiracy theory atheist. And this isn't atheists who believe in conspiracy theories. It's more akin to people who are anti-government specifically because the government is big, bad, and evil. And I think there's some people who are atheists because religions are the big, bad, evil. It's not about analyzing arguments. It's more about just going against the popular crowd, which I think is something a lot of people do because a lot of people want to feel correct, and sometimes being in a niche group makes people feel more correct. And so a lot of these people are kind of running around on YouTube, or they'll say things like, you know, God is stupid, what's wrong with you, how do you believe in this? But they don't really critically evaluate any arguments. I don't really feel any connection to these types of atheists. I kind of feel like they're just going along with the show, and I guess that kind of bothers me. I would say first and foremost I'm a rationalist, then an atheist, because if any rational argument proved the existence of God, I would feel necessary for me to follow it. Whereas somebody who was this type of conspiracy theory atheist probably wouldn't, because they were never really critically evaluating arguments anyways. They would just stick to their guns. I don't really expect there to be an argument that actually rationalizes a belief in a God, but I have to keep my ears open. Next topic I want to talk about is cross-faith respect. I live in Canada, which is fairly multicultural, and we have different peoples of various faiths here. And one thing I find very interesting is that people of different faiths, say Christian and Muslim, will kind of respect each other's faiths. They might not agree, but they'll understand why they have this faith. Which is confusing to me, because if I were to say to either one of them that I was an atheist, they would be more confused. How can you have no belief? Why aren't they just as confused in each other? I mean, if they really believe that what they think is true, wouldn't just any other faith be as confounding as someone with none? Now that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems that no faith is just much more confounding somehow. Although I would think we're taking the least biased stance. But I don't know how they rationalize it, but they do. I guess the last thing I really wanted to talk about is my vegetarianism part 2 video, which I'm still working on. It's rather hard. A lot of my arguments feel intuitive rather than descriptive, which kind of annoys me because when I'm making an argument, I don't want to be intuitive, because then I feel like people have less of a reason to believe what I'm saying, which is a completely fair criticism. A lot of it comes in my trouble in explaining consciousness. A lot of philosophers for a long time have been trying to word it perfectly, but to no avail, nobody's really just nailed it. And I can say that I can't seem to nail it myself. And so when I'm trying to draw distinctions between self-awareness and sentience, it actually gets pretty difficult. But I'm still working on it. I've got about 6 minutes done for that video, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish it within a few days if I just keep plugging at it. So that's what I've been up to. Thanks for watching my videos, and goodbye.